that there is a huge amount of corruption. I believe that contribute or prevents us from getting on top of the crime problem. And so I say to myself, while there are many, many reasons that people will say how to how to reduce crime and violence, we need to start somewhere. And
The real criminals now are not the people who are stealing light from the JPS, but those who have sold the JPS, so-called sold it. What have they done with the money? Taxpayers' money used to put the JPS in place over many years. What benefit our people, our foreparents have done this? What benefit is their children getting from the JPS when it is being sold and it is being used to keep down economic progress in Jamaica? With the high light bills, it's very difficult for any company to start out and come to anything. There's a deliberate effort to keep down the progress of Jamaica. And that is why that institution was sold by the foolish politicians. When I told them to move to solar and wind and the net meter system, they rather sold it to thief. I thought it was owned by Miss Kelly. She was here sending all our people to prison with it. A young woman of close to I went to prison, left her children because she had was to climb her house top to put bridge light for her children to get some light because she cannot afford it. Yet she had was to go to prison and serve time for this. And she's not working. This is the kind of worthless people we have around here. They're devastating our people. And it is in the hands of the people. They say it's democracy. So it is in the hand of the people to get rid of them. And now,
walking out of the parliament, so it was a very constructive session yesterday at a time when the entire world was burning down because of the trade wars.
Exactly. And, we even see what happened with NATO today with, basically the souring of relationships, yes. Based on some video that was floated saying some leaders were criticizing the Donald.
Yes.
And he basically has taken this very personally.
Yes.
But the fact of the matter is, yes, we do need to be more purposeful about what we do because of what we're being faced with and what is to come in.
Crime cannot fight crime. What we have around here, we have crime fighting crime. Politicians are nothing but conmen and criminals, liars. Same thing we have in the police force. Way up to the head. Pure thieves and criminals. Crime fighting crime in Jamaica. Nothing can go ahead because of that. Some selling out our properties, some giving away our properties, some thieving away our money, some shooting down our children, some trying to lock up all our young boys in lockups. They don't want to send them to school. Some want to teach them pure patois. And all that. They are trying to keep us down in all levels. And this is an external behavior. This is our colonial masters trying to thief us, keep us down in the same old wild ways. This is not Maroon treaty time. We don't have any treaty to sign with anybody. They came here as criminals, bringing slaves from all over Africa to Jamaica. Therefore, what they need to do is exit, get off our land. They're still here trying to control our crown, Maybe since the British seems to want to control her Commonwealth all over. because they are separating from the gang. They are not fighting any war against His Majesty anymore, so they mash up the gang. Now they want to reassume their old position. They want to become great again alongside the Donald. But their days are over. All while colonial timeline come to its end. So we don't want them around here bothering us in the same old wild ways. Under the new PPP Marcus Garvey party, we will significantly reduce light bills and water rate and set flat rates. Place like Waterford, monthly, those people should not be paying more than $3,000 per house for water. Matter not what amount they use. $1,500, $3,000 for light, and $1,500 for water monthly. That's the most they should be paying, based on minimum wage. If you want them to pay more, you need to double the minimum wage and double people's salary across the board, especially minimum wage and lower level salary, with upper level salary, I mean. And I mean the higher one, the politician, big, massive packages. But other workers below that are not getting enough salary based on the cost of living. For if you have to pay up to $10,000-$15,000 per month for water, for light, and $3,000 or $5,000 or more per month for water, in a place like Waterford, most of the people are low income earners. Then you must have so much crime and violence and suffering, and people in wants and needs every day. Likewise, we will also change the high price. We will remove the cost of having to go to work from Portmore to Kingston. That toll cost there. I indicate to the politician from earlier that they should pay off that loan using the legacy income, so that the people can get some ease up. And the high costs and the south and all the toll roads, South Coast, etc. Under our governance, we will significantly reduce those and put a token cost there. Since our ministry will pay off whatever loan and so forth. Most of what these politicians are saying are lies now. That people own this and people own that. Most of these are owned by Jamaican, and they bring people inside here to manage them and behave like they sell it to them. How can they sold so much things over these years and don't pay off any of their foreign exchange with it? What have they done with all what they have sold? Maybe every time they sell something, they put it in their bank account in some foreign countries, because the amount of selling goes on in Jamaica. And there's no income to show from it. All we hear every day, we are in more debt. Our money value have known and continue to decline. And they are telling us that everything is okay. While the two politicians political side fight against each other, kill out our people, and blame it on one another. When they want to win, they increase crime to blame it on the other. They know how to do it. For their convert will do anything. They are fanatics. Political PMP fanatics and JLP fanatics. And some of them are the poorest thing. I don't know what they give them to drink or eat. And yeah.
We are not subjected to these volatile fluctuations in the exchange rate.
We do want to have a confidence in the consumer price index, so don't we?
Yes, but we can't have confidence in a consumer price index that is 15 years old.
Dr. Clark says that they've done 2 surveys, and the data reveals that the top 3 divisions in the CPI remain the same, despite minor shifts in their weight. Generally, food and drink, transportation and housing, electricity, gas, and other fuels are the largest categories of consumption. What he's really saying is that or appears to be saying is, there won't be much change, so this is okay as is.
He said to be 37% and change, 37.5%. Electricity, water, and housing 12.8%, and transport 12.8%. Do you believe those things are still realistic?
Well, the prices are not realistic.
Ronnie was there all these years. They should have made these corrections. Seems like when they are not in office, they know exactly what must be done. But when they are in, mouth closed, dormancy, maybe this money, as soon as they start getting their pay, they can't afford to say anything that will prevent that. Ralston, you know so much things. And you're a part of their planning organization. Maybe that's why they give you membership to be part of their planning group. That you know, go and set up a party by yourself because you know a lot. People who know should take the lead. They shouldn't be following. Why you want to follow a set of people that is so foolish that even when you are telling them what's the best thing to do, they are not doing it. They are too foolish to do so. Too coward. You don't need to be advising people like those or walking behind people like those. You need to take the lead. You have to take the initiative to take the lead. Nobody going to hand over leadership to you. You have to look to where you can put yourself into lead. So we want to establish the old original Marcus Garvey PPP, older than PNP and JLP organization, to be guided by I to set the new future. People who have wise economic ideas like you will be relevant in the new party. And you older ones who will soon gone out with I need to take the lead in setting a foundation for the incoming generation. And the older ones have to start setting the foundation, you know. That when the youths come, they can see a foundation. Just like how we come and see a Marcus Garvey foundation at this time and recognize it. Then we have to acknowledge it and set it for the youth in the same way. Same thing, the same old thing, same old story. Nothing new under the sun. Everything that was here, that is here now, was here before. Many, many times before, including the Marcus Garvey party. Same thing at the end, same thing at the beginning. If the PPP was the first party and it failed at the beginning, it cannot fail at the end. More than 50% of Jamaica want a change. Nobody have any interest in the PNP and JLP that much. Only because there is nobody else here to say yes. And in a month's time, the PPP can be up and say yes, we are ready. But we have the wealth, the legacy wealth to spend. They know that, but they want to control it. But we have to come in and control our things. They cannot take it away from I like how they take it away from Marcus Garvey. Our call on fire all over, and them and burn them out of earth. Like how Australia on the fire. That Batman head, our Prime Minister, has no interest in climate change. Foolish. That is what will happen to all the foolish countries. I'll burn them out all over. If they fail to get rid of the fossil fuel from around them and all those nuclear fuel and that they have stockpile all over. You can stay there waste time and bomb it up other people's place. Everything that to wipe you out is right under you. No one will have to come there and show anything. I can tell you that.